Hi, I'm Mark Goodman, and this is the news that rocked '81. For the next hour, we'll take a look at some of the major musical events of the year just past. We'll review some of the top albums, concert events, personnel changes, and we'll see your favorite performers. Later in the show, we're going to feature the Song of the Year. You'll definitely want to stick around for that. All this and a whole lot more as we present the news that rocked '81. In January, we dried our tears as the tragic death of John Lennon remained in our minds. His late 1980 release, Double Fantasy, stayed at the top of the charts throughout most of 1981. Lennon's death touched us all in one way or another, and in the months that followed, books were written, songs recorded, and tributes paid. But the one that seemed to sum it up the best came from Lennon's former bandmate, George Harrison. He enlisted some help from Ringo and Paul, and together, they sang about John's life rather than his death. The result was a song that told of the things that happened all those years ago.
I'm shouting all about love. Well, they cheated you like a dog, and you were the one who had made it so clear all those years ago. Talking all about how to give. They don't act with much honesty, but you put the way to the truth when you say all you need is love. Living with good or bad, I always looked up to you. Now we're left cold inside by someone, the devil's best friend, someone who offended all. We're living in a bad dream. They've forgotten all about mankind, and you were the one they backed up to the wall all those years ago. You were the one who imagined it all those years ago. Said was so weird all those years ago. You said it all, but our many had ears all those years ago. You had control of our smiles and our tears all those years ago.
George Harrison's tribute to his fallen friend John Lennon on the news that rocked '81. You know, one of the things I like to do at the beginning of every new year is to look back on what the top albums of the previous year were. These are the albums that we went out and bought, listened to on the radio, and saw on MTV. It's interesting to note that most of the top albums of the year were by established bands. Those It's quite a coup when you have more than one album on the charts, but it was like a piece of cake to Phil Collins.
Never did an honest day's work in my life, actually. I mean, the only time I ever did a proper job was when I joined Genesis.
As a member of Genesis, he contributed to their hit album, Abacab. But perhaps even more exciting for Phil was his newfound success as a solo performer with the album Face Value. For Phil, it seemed to be the best of both worlds.
It's important for me to have success on my own. But I mean, if I had this battle with myself, or should I give that to Genesis, should I keep that on my own, then that would be a problem. And that's where I'd have to make a decision, probably. But there isn't really. I mean, we all have our individual things.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh, Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
A Monday warrior, mean, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean, mean pride.
Canada's Rush had a big year in 1981. They toured extensively and were represented on the charts with moving pictures and the live double record set Exit Stage Left.
Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events. The river.
Another band that had its biggest year after more than a decade of hard work, constant touring, and quality album releases also hails from the Midwest, near Chicago to be exact. Of course, I'm talking about Styx. And we talked to guitarist Tommy Shaw about that all-important #1 spot.
I always thought it wouldn't be that big a deal, you know, it's just one number to go from 2 to 1. But there is something, it's purely psychological, because there's not that much difference in actual statistics from 1 to 2. But there's, you know, there's only one #1, and it's nice finally to have it documented like that.
Yeah, I'm sitting on this
these are very good times for the band. The band has gotten a lot of respect and gotten a lot of attention, and people are finally listening to what we say in our songs, and they're appreciating them for what they are. For so long, you know, our lyrics were never even noticed. They were sit there banal, and they would, a lot of critics would just write them off, saying the lyrics didn't mean anything. But if they just stopped and listened, they would have seen that there is actually a lot of thought, because we live and die with each song, you know, especially the lyrics. So I think people are finally slowed down, and as we're going by, they stop and actually look at us, and so we've been assessed a little bit better this time.
Too much time on my hands. Too much time on my...
We'll take a look at more top albums, including Pat Benatar, The Police, and Billy Squier, when the News That Rocked 81 continues. '81 was a big year for women in rock and roll. Juice Newton, Kim Carnes, and Stevie Nicks all released major albums, but probably the hottest was Pat Benatar. Both her second album, Crimes of Passion, and her most recent, Precious Time, were big sellers. We talked with Pat about her success.
You're giving me the fever tonight. I don't wanna give in. I've been playing with fire. You forget I've seen you work before. Take them straight to the top. Leave them crying for more. I've seen you burn them before. Fiery night. You come on like a flame, then you turn a cold shoulder. Fiery night. I wanna give you my love, but you just take a little piece of my heart. You just tear it apart.
Yeah, I'm having a real good time. The first two tours were like, if you've never done it before, trying to grow into doing it is like a pretty amazing feat. So I spent a lot of the time, you know, banging my head on the wall in a hotel room saying, why am I doing this? But this time, I'm like real prepared for it. So we're having fun. You know, we got a great bus, we got a great crew, the band. Everybody's like in a good mood. It's a real animal instinct kind of a thing, you know, and it's not always pretty, and it really kind of plays to your base instincts, you know. So.
Fiery night. You come on like a flame, then you turn a cold shoulder. Fiery night.
Now everybody, have you heard? If you're in the game, well then the stroke's the word. Don't take no rhythm, don't take no style. Got a thirst for killing, grab your body.
Another potential superstar of the 80s came to the forefront this past year, and I think you'll be hearing quite a bit from him. After a couple of albums with Piper and an overlooked solo album, Billy Squier really exploded in 1981 with his album, Don't Say No.
Talk to me about that one big break.
I've never believed in working for anything other than something which I've really been committed to, and music has been my whole life. So I don't go out and wait on tables and get jobs to supplement, you know, or to support myself. I've always made money doing what I've done in the business, and during this time it was very difficult.
Could be a winner, boy. Oh, I've tried before to tell her of the feelings I have for her in my heart. Every time that I come near her, I just lose my nerve as I've done from the start. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on.
In late 1981, the Police released Ghost in the Machine after a strong showing with their previous album, Zenyatta Mondata. We caught up with them on their only American performance during '81 at Liberty Bell Racetrack outside Philadelphia.
No, the English media and the American media are different. I think people were more receptive to us receptive to us over here than they were in England. The climate was right for us to come here for a group of the ilk that we were and still are. So it was a very good place for us to play. We felt like very pioneering, and it was great fun. We came over and spoke around, nobody knew who we were, and we created interest in ourselves by working hard and being incredibly good.
It took us a year or so to work out our incredible sound. I mean, the sound that we have, we didn't arrive at immediately. And so in England, while we were going through our baby years, our adolescence as a group, floundering around, sort of trying things, we weren't all that hot. And we, after a while, we used up our credibility in England. By the time we got to America, we'd actually gotten something. And so America, when we got here, we were fresh and unheard of. And so we could turn people onto it. And then we had to go back to England and change people's minds.
Back, we'll take a look at some of the people who left us in '81, as well as some personnel changes that occurred as the news that rocked '81 continues. Every year, rock and roll takes its toll. There's major breakups, personnel changes, and fatalities. Among the losses in 1981 were Harry Chapin.
It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in at the light.
Reggae star Bob Marley. But certainly one of the biggest losses of the year was Bill Hayley, who died on February 9th. He was the man who undisputedly started rock.
Really incredible.
What were the major breakups and personnel changes during the past year? Well, Grace Slick rejoined the Starship, and Humble Pie, Rock Pile, The Babies, and Steely Dan all called it quits. 1981 was also the year that one of the world's most popular and beloved groups announced that after a major personnel change in 1980, they would finally break up. The band was Yes. Guitarist Steve Howe and keyboard player Jeff Downs can be heard in the new band Asia. Vocalist Trevor Horn will pursue a solo career, while founding member Chris Squier and drummer Alan White have yet to announce their plans. We talked with them at a rehearsal for what was to become their final tour.
You know, a five-piece band seems to be the way Yes feels happy, and the way the reinvention seems to come about.
In the last couple of years of Yes's existence, people had been coming along with more individual songs and saying, this is the way I think this song should be. That's not the way Yes was ever created to be run. It was always created to be run like five people together, creating it as much as possible all of the time, giving their own individual opinions.
Two major stars finally had new releases in 1981 after several years of silence. Steve Miller released Circle of Love after almost 4 years since his multi-platinum seller Book of Dreams. The Moody Blues made a comeback with a wonderful record called Long Distance Voyager. Steve Winwood, a superstar since his early days with the Spencer Davis Group, Traffic, Blind Faith, released an album that confirmed his place in rock history. It's been a few years since anybody heard from Winwood, so we caught up with him to see what he'd been doing prior to his late 1980 release, Ark of a Diver.
I'd intended to take a kind of break from, after being on the road for 12 years, I intended to take a break from touring, and I didn't have a band. I wanted to do more in within the music business. I was doing more writing. I was writing with a lot of people. I also built a studio, a small kind of at my home, and a small kind of amateurish studio, in fact, by commercial studio standards.
Up there you see what can be a love.
was in settings like this that some of the biggest concerts took place in 1981 with the heaviest blockbuster acts on the circuit, like Bruce Springsteen. He carried his successful 1980 tour after the release of The River into 1981. The legendary Bob Dylan toured Europe and the States after his album Shot of Love was released. And near the end of the year, Rod Stewart performed one of his concerts at the LA Forum via satellite worldwide, the first of its kind in the history of rock and roll. Over 30 million people saw that concert in the U.S. alone. But the biggest single rock event of the year was the extensive and phenomenally well-received tour of the Rolling Stones. Philadelphia was the site for the kickoff press conference in early September, and the concert of the year had started up.
I'm older and much gooder, I can see. You get much gooder as you get older. You never get worse. I never know anyone that's got older that's got sort of worse. They always get sweeter, don't they? We hope this is the first of many and long future tours of America that we do from time to time.
All right.
And we go on and on and on doing them. We never seem to stop, so I don't see why we should stop now.
Yeah. All right.
Southern rock and roll took no backseat in '81. In June, JFK Stadium, the same place the Stones kicked off their tour, saw the Roundup with groups like 38 Special. The the Outlaws, the Allman Brothers Band, and the Marshall Tucker Band.
We've done shows with the Allman Brothers, we've done shows with Tucker Band, 38. We've all played together at different times as like, you know, two bands, like indoor shows and stuff. And we hang out quite a bit, you know. We go down in the afternoon and you're there for the whole length of the show. So, I mean, and we've known all these guys for years, you know. And so everybody is really, like, every band here knows each other really well.
How does it compare to doing, you know, a regular show inside the Spectrum or something?
It's a little more nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
A few more butterflies. It's fun, though. Once you get started, all the butterflies leave.
Love it. What a surge of energy, you know, from 100,000 people watching you. You get this vibe of energy.
When we come back, we'll have that Song of the Year we promised you, plus a special guest connected with the song as The News That Rocked 81 continues. It sure is hard to choose one song as the best for an entire year. There doesn't seem to be any question about the overwhelming popularity of this one. We've talked in this last hour about some of the great music in 1981. But if we had to list one song that would certainly represent this year because of its overwhelming appeal with record buyers, radio listeners, and other musicians, it would have to be a song written a few years back by Jackie DeShannon. It took a different arrangement and a different singer to make it 81 Song of the Year. And we thought you'd like to hear from the person whose eyes inspired the epic. So we talked to Bette Davis.
With all the different things I've done, I never thought I'd be part of the rock and roll gang. My grandson, Ashley, who worked with me, is so impressed with this, he just simply can't bear it, that his grandmother's eyes were made a song of. And it's a very clever song. Marvelous publicity, of course.
Her hair is hollow gold, her lips sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold. She's got Bette Davis eyes. She'll turn her music on you. You won't have to think twice. She's pure as New York snow. She got Bette Davis eyes. And she'll tease you, she'll unease you, all the better just to please you. She's precocious, and she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. She got Greta Garbo, stand off side. She's got Bette Davis eyes. She'll let you take her home, whet her appetite. She'll lay you on the throne. She got Bette Davis eyes. She'll take a tumble on you, roll you like you were dice, until you come out blue. She's got Bette Davis eyes. She'll expose you when she snows you, off your feet with the crumbs she throws you. She's ferocious, and she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. All the boys think she's a spy. She's got Bette Davis eyes.
Well, 1981 was a terrific year, and it's one we will look back on with some great memories. But we've got a lot to look forward to in 82, the debut album of Asia, former members of Yes. Paul McCartney will release a new album in 82, and there'll be that long-awaited third record from Boston. There'll be Steve Winwood's follow-up to Ark of a Diver, solo albums from various members of the Doobie Brothers, and I know there'll be a lot more in 1982, Could even be a better year than '81, but we will have to wait and see. Until then, I'm Mark Goodman, for the news that rocked '81.